Okay, come on up. My sisters love fly fishing. It's really neat. It's not just a guy's sport, it's a lady's sport as well. All right, so I'm going to move this bait caster here. All right, so just reiterating, we've got a light fly here with some heavy line, and the heavy line is going to act like the belt that you're whipping or snapping. Now the method for fly casting, you bring it back to 2 o'clock. This is 2 o'clock, yep. And then you bring it up to about 10 o'clock. Our audience is cringing in fear. You can just use you can use one, and you'll want to kind of straighten your wrist like that. Yep. So you'll bring your whole arm back and then forward. Yeah. And there we just got caught on a light bulb, but that's all right. Excellent. You want to give it another shot? So back about 2 o'clock, and then yeah. All right. So what happens when we bring it past that 10 o'clock is our line will end up kind of piling up. But if we keep it at that 10 o'clock mark, then the line will open up just like if you were snapping a belt, as opposed to snapping a belt and snapping it down on the ground. Well, we're in the tree again, but that's all right. All right. Very good. Let's take and break this down, and we'll just let you try that motion. You can demonstrate the 2 o'clock and the 10 o'clock. So we'll bring it back to about 2. Yep, and then just up to about 10, right about there. Yeah. All right, very good. Very good. All right. So are there any questions, guys?
What's your favorite method between the bait and the fly?
That's an excellent question. What's my favorite method? Do I prefer bait casting or fly fishing? Both of them can be extremely frustrating because you can end up with piles of line everywhere that are tangled and knotted up. But personally, I prefer fly casting. Although on a windy day, it's extremely challenging. So then I prefer my bait cast. But the reason that I like fly fishing so much, even if there were no fish out, there's just something beautiful about being out there and casting back and forth. It kind of feels like you're golfing. You know, you're just out there, whether you're having a good game of golf or not, you're just enjoying the scenery, you're enjoying the environment. So, excellent question. Any other questions?
How do you want the fly to hit the water when you're casting fly rod?
What's that?
How do you want it to hit the water?
How do you want it to hit the water? That's a great question. And that comes with how you're going to deliver it. And that goes back to if you stop at the 10 o'clock, it'll unfold very nicely and it'll land with just a soft plop. But if you bring it down hard like you're hitting something, it'll hit the water with a big splash and oftentimes scare the fish away. So we're mimicking a bug or something that would land in the water and get caught.
You just want it to barely touch the water.
Right. It'll just drop in there. And there are heavy flies, not heavy flies, but heavier than the real light ones, and those are meant to sink underwater, mimicking the bait casting style. Excellent.
So, what's the different kind of fishes fish that you can catch with?
It's wonderful. Here in Minnesota, I've caught hundreds of sunnies on this very fly rod. Sunny's a pretty small fish. It's not real exciting, but some wonderful evenings just getting bitten alive by mosquitoes and just loving God's creation. But when I was in high school, I worked up in Alaska as a fishing guide for 2 summers. And so I helped people catch 50-pound king salmon. And I actually had a 20-pound salmon on this rod.
Wow.
Could somebody grab the line and start running that way? Whoa! Whoa, fish on! Yeah!
That's sweet.
The fish spooled me, got me right to the end, and thankfully, instead of it breaking back here, the very light monofilament line up where the fish was at, it broke off. But on this bait casting rod, I had the privilege of going out one evening and hooking myself a 30-pound hen salmon. It took 20 minutes to bring it in. It was an amazing fight. By the time I got it in, I was pooped. I was very tired, as the fish was also. Excellent questions. Really enjoyed sharing with you guys the difference between fly fishing and bait casting. Let's just recap. With a fly rod, we've got what kind of line? Heavy or light? Heavy line. To pull what kind of a fly? A heavy fly or a light fly?
Light.
A light fly. Very good. And with the bait caster, we've got what kind of line? Heavy or light?
Light.
Light line. To pull what kind of a lure?
Heavy.
Heavy lure. Very good. All right. Well, I really enjoyed sharing with you guys. Have a great day and have a fun summer out on the waters.